Hello everyone and welcome to another video. We've got a double header for you today, two games that I think have some pretty interesting parallels that I'd like to talk about, so let's get into it so we can get through them. My first game here is I will be playing the Free People's Player against channel regular Ketchup Time. I begin with Imrahil of Dol Amroth and some Ents. Hjorndark, that's always my favorite, and he has Musterings of a Long-Planned War and Nazgul Strike, so maybe not as useful right now, but in we go. All right. He allocates one eye, rolls no more. I play Imrahil and draw into King Brandsmen, so that's good. He draws Fighting Uruk-hai, musters Isengard to war, starts moving armies. Yep, that makes sense. Oops, accidentally goes into Moria. I move, and I'm hit instantly for 2, so there goes Gandhi. Yep. All right. He moves more armies. I move again. Safe this time. More armies. He prepares for Corsairs. Yep. And then I use my muster to play King Brandsmen. And I draw into Guards of the Citadel. So really good draws on the mustering cards. He moves out. Yep. Moves out. Okay. Next round. I draw Mirror. He gets Foul Thing, Hill Trolls, good cards, and I get Help Unlooked For. Okay. He allocates one eye, rolls one more, and I get low movement. Yep, going for the usual places. I play Wisdom of Elrond. I draw into Wisdom of Elrond. I always mess that up. Draw. He moves, but he doesn't actually have that much movement, so I actually just play Wisdom of Elrond on the north here. I thought that was pretty fun. He advances Sauron to war, and he's out of moves. Even if he has a card that moves, he's not going to hit me this round. He probably doesn't have 2. I move the Fellowship. I'm safe. He Hill Trolls. Yep, okay. Going to hit Lorien pretty hard. I use the token to muster the north, and he draws a card. King is revealed. Not very helpful right now. And then I put the north to war first. So the north is bum rush to war, and they've got time to muster. But his army's already, dedicated to going to the north. You'd have to make a fair amount of extra movement to go back down south. Okay. We redraw. He gets Balrog. That's good for Lorien and many kings to the service of Mordor. Very good. I get Wizard Staff. Not so helpful. And Kindred of Glorfindel. He kills Musterings of a Long-Planned War. Okay, that makes sense. Allocates one eye. Rolls no more. And I roll 2 movement and some musters. But some musters is exactly what I want. Start mustering the north. And I'm able to get 2 elites in before he even hits the north. And he's been going decently fast, not crazy fast. So he actually consolidates and walks past them, which is interesting. I think it's a little scary there. I don't know, but we got a lot of game to get through. So plays musterings. Many kings of the service to the service of Mordor. Yep, that seems good. They don't even have to be at war, which is pretty cool. And he puts Woodland Realm under siege. Yep. I move the Fellowship. Safe. He hits Lorien. Cool. And I move again with my next will. Because he has played a Gandalf denial strategy. He has decided he held his muster till the very end, so I couldn't bring in Gandalf. So, and I spent my token last round. So, I collect my dice, but then he correctly gets the Witch King. So he thinks about where to put it and decides with Lorien. I would have put it in Woodland Realm and just finished it real quick, but Lorien makes sense. 2. Okay, we get our dice back. I get Axe and Bow. He gets Corsairs. Good draw for him. Floxic Bane isn't less useful, and I get Book of Mazarbul. He throws away the King is Revealed. Yep. Allocates 1 eye. I get rid of Wizard's Staff and Kindred of Glorfindel. Those seem like the worst ones to me right now. Fellowship okay. Rolls 2 more eyes, and I get 2 movement and 2 wills. So definitely getting Gandalf this round. But I start by spending a will. I'm at 5 movement with the Fellowship. So Legolas and Gimli can make it all the way to Dale on foot with 1 movement, with 1 separation. And that's a pretty safe, spot to be in. He musters in Saruman. Yep. And then I play Book of Mazarbul, and Gimli goes and puts the dwarves straight to war. So Dew has just gone catastrophically sideways for poor old Ketchup time. The elves are probably going to fall, but yep. He moves the Southron, or rather the Easterlings together. Yep, that's a nice little stack, but you're not even close to at war. So I'm not worried at all. Okay, you're close to war. Now I'm worried. I move again against 3 eyes and am safe. He plays the Nazgul Strike, which he's been trying to play, but I don't oblige by being out. He moves the Nazguls around. I move again on 3 dice, get hit. It's a 3. So I random you draw. He hits Strider, which is sad, but 7 moves for free, quote unquote. Boromir takes charge. I'm still not revealed, so that's good. And he hits Lorien. So I was very happy to see this, and I think you'll see why in a bit. But he hits. We play cards. I play Charge. Yep. Might be useful later, but I'm going to be throwing away cards in a hot second anyway, and I like most of my cards. Maybe you could argue against Axe and Bow, especially now that Legolas and Gimli are not part of the Fellowship. But I mean, they're companions out in the world that might play the card. So he, of course, Durin's Banes, because he remembers his shadow cards. So if my understanding is if the priority of the 2 cards are tied, the defender goes first. So my charge misses, so that's fine. As does his charge, or his. Excuse me. We both get 4s. Mine miss and his all hit. So that seems slightly unfair. And he rolls the regular attack, gets 1 more. I get 1 back. He press and draws. No card. He gets his hit, and Lorien falls with a whimper. So I was hoping for a little better there, but that's all right. Other things are going well for me. All right, we collect dice. And I didn't get Gandalf. I don't know why I didn't get Gandalf. That was just purely a bad decision, I guess. I draw Grey Company. He gets Lure of the Ring. He gets Denethor's Folly. I get Path of the Woses. Fellowship okay. 1 eye. No more rolled. I get another will. Am I going to get Gandalf this round? No, I'm going to play Help Unlooked For on Woodland Realm and save it right before he's going to cycle his Witch King over there. So he's only rolling 3 dice, a permanent daylight, so to speak. I choose a card. He no cards. Nothing here? You don't want to Deadly Strife me? I guess it's Corsairs. You're pretty set on that. Yeah. Anyway, interesting. And then I sudden strike with Path of the Woses. 1 hit pre. And then 3 hits more. So that hurts. He gets 2 back. I press and relieve the siege. I think for a while about who's going to go and stay, and this is what I go with. And this is a fun little thing. He tries to put Erebor under siege. Now, I think a reasonable person, a very normal person, would just go into siege. You've got Gimli there. You can make a show of it. The North is at war. The dwarves are at war. You can muster in Iron Hills. But I I went with a field battle. He had no card. He chose no card, which again, oof. Anyway, but yes, no card, and I do heroic death, which might be a bit early, but I wanna hit some hits on him, and I'm willing to, I guess, to throw Gimli under the bus. He gets one hit, and I get one back, so I take the leader rather than Gimli, obviously. He presses. I stay for a field. He strategy cards, and I do mighty attack. So, yep. He's now out of Corsairs, but he has no rerolls, so he rolls quite poorly and gets one hit. I, on the other hand, get 3 back, and he's got to stop. So that didn't go well. I get Gandalf finally. Don't know why I didn't get him last round. I guess I was just fixated on doing other things. What's he do? Oh, yes. Southrons and Easterlings to war. That makes sense. I muster in Erebor. Yep. Iron Hills, no card. I promise to not hit if he lets me retreat. And then he misses. And I get to retreat while hitting him once. He said he held up his end of the bargain. That seems fair. So I get into Erebor, a full stack Erebor with Gimli in it. I pass. He puts Erebor under siege. This time I go like a good little dwarf. He consolidates out of Withered Heath and then starts moving the Witch King up. Yep, you're definitely going to need more help up here. Phlox at Crebain goes onto the table. Okay, the Fellowship is being a pill and not getting caught, so that could be nice. Elites in Isengard, and I move again. Does he spend Phlox? He does on the 1 die and doesn't need it, but he gets another non-reveal. And so I toast Boromir and a Hobbit. And the Hobbit has 8 movement, 9 spaces, because because of his 1 movement. So he can just go join the elves in Woodland Realm, the men and the elves. And so that's an even more annoying fight to take. He moves a little closer. Okay. Going fast, but I think you'll find that this game doesn't have ultra deep strategy that needs to be analyzed. But yeah. Anyway, I'll talk about a bit about that more. I get Celeborn's round 2 late and Elven Cloaks. He gets Lidless Eye and Shadow on the Misty Mountains, and then I choose at this time to declare all the way to Dead Marshes. I figure my luck's run out at this point, and I just need to not take. I don't want to take the Moria tile. I don't have much health to burn, and I threw away 4 health on Gimli and Legolas leaving, so I showed twice because for a while I thought there was a confusion. Anyway, cool. He allocates 1 eye, rolls 1 more. I get all the movement I need to get to Mordor. So I spend since I have the movement to get to Mordor, I put a elite in Woodland Realm. He thinks and uses the voice ability to get more Isengard units. Okay. I move. He hits 1 reveal. Okay. There goes the other Hobbit into Minas Tirith. That's convenient. Finally a reveal for him. He gets more units in Isengard. Yep. Starts moving armies. So he's just walking the army down. He doesn't have Rage of the Dunlendings, which is what it very much looked like he had. And he moves the army north. Yep. Army's slowly coming. What do I do? I hide. Yep, that makes sense. He makes more elites in Orthanc. I say goodbye, Rohan. You seemed nice. Yeah. He consolidates armies to head out. Yeah, in Orthanc and Old Forest Road. Poor Dale guy. Yep. And he attacks Woodland Realm. I suppose don't want me spending my next muster there, but that's quite the stack to come against. So I let myself go into siege. He says, whew. Yep. Yeah, I could see that. And I make my next move. He moves. He makes more elites. Oh, he makes another elite, just normal way in Orthanc. And I say to risk cruel weather or not. And you know what? I decide that he doesn't have it. So I just muster in Dale. And he doesn't have it. So fighting Uruk-hai is spent in Woodland Realm. All right. He chooses a card, and I get to choose a card back, which I take back as like, oops, no, I don't get it. I always forget because I just don't have guys on the map nearly as much as I wish I did, that if you have a companion in the battle, you can play combat cards against this, which is nice. So I daylight into Devilry. He gets 2, and then I just completely wallop him back for 5. Okay. But he has to go 3 rounds now. Yep. So that sinks. He gets Desperate Battle from the Witch King draw. Okay, he chooses a card. I choose a card. They are terrible versus Brave Stand. Yep. And I have 2 companions there, so it's effectively another daylight. He gets 2 hits. And I get, and I get 2 back. Round 3. No card. He plays a card. I play no card. He Words of Powers on Legless. Yep. And he gets 1 hit, and I get 2 back. So he's in super trouble now. I do remember to take the hit. Yes, okay, good. He gets on They Went and Horde from the East. That's good to see now. You're going to need the extra HP, probably. Collect. I get Dead Men and Thranduil. What a draw, Thranduils. And I get into Mordor. Okay. He allocates 1 eye and rolls 3 more, so I'm not going to be dashing up the mountain too fast, but especially not with this roll. Man, okay, well, I have only 1 attack, and I desperately want to kill the Witch King, so that's what that 1 attack is going to go do. No card. Yeah, no card. I get way more hits than I need, and he kills 1 back, so, okay. Yep. There we go. He gets the mouth. I play Thranduils because I've got this Palantir and not going to do anything with it, and get Círdan's as my redraw. And he plays on They Went. Yep, that makes sense. You're going to need me. And so I reply with Elven Cloaks. Musters Nazgul. Now that the Witch King's dead. Yep. And I think about it. I reset my fellowship track, and I draw Smeagol Helps Nice Master. He musters more Nazgul. And I'm not actually sure if I should take the time to do a move here with a ring, but I do it. It seems probably good, but 4 eyes, oof, and I get a 2 reveal. So I reveal to reduce damage, and he plays Horde from the East. Okay. Collect dice. He kills I get Power 2 Great and Bilbo's Song, so Bilbo's Song will be nice. He kills the die and gets Day Without Dawn, so that's nice to have in Breaking the Fellowship. I mean, it's a corruption. Okay. He allocates 1 eye, gets 1 more, and I get 5 musters. I was going so well, but all right. Well, the first muster I put into Dale. He attacks Forts of Eisen. So actually, I think this might have been a bit of a mistake. I actually don't have that much force pool left for the Men of the North. I have some, and certainly you don't want me putting. And I could put like 3 leaders in Dale. That'd be a pain. But I don't have, and I could put some more elves in, and I actually have 3 elves in reinforcements because when I went into Woodland Realm, I got to put one back in. But if you attack Fords right now and go after, you have a big stack there, but you're going to put Rohan to war, and I have nothing to do this round but play musters. Don't know. I play Hjorndark. He misses twice. I hit once, and I get to retreat into Helm's Deep. I muster Rohan down so that when he attacks Helm's Deep, I will be ready to muster, and I muster elite in Westamnet. He attacks Helm's Deep. Yep, you don't want me doing anything shenanigans. Strategy card versus strategy card. I play no quarter because I just want to hit him. I'm going to get plenty of guys here. I don't actually need to survive that hard. And he gets 2 hits. Lots of 5s that don't do anything. And I get nothing back. He sacks 2 and misses with both of the onslaughts. Oh, he presses. No card. And he gets all the rest of the hits he needs. Cool. Okay, he killed me. Cool. Well, I'll just muster up some more. He attacks Westamnet. I guess. No card. And I play a card charge, so let's get some pre-hits in. 1 hit, yep. He gets 1 hit. 2. And I get none back, so yeah, that's annoying. He presses, and I go back to Edoras. All right. The mouth comes down to join, and the Nazgul go up to the Erebor. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. I say, now I can kill the mouth. You've put him in range. Haha. He puts a Mumakil in North Rune. And I spend another Elven Ring to move since I can't roll Cs anymore, apparently. Or rather, hide. And he spends that Elven Ring right back to make another Mumakil. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. If you're going to hit Edoras, now's as good a time as any. Are you going to wait for more armies? Don't know. Anyway, we collect dice. I get There's Another Way and Red Arrow. Just things continue to go poorly for him. He gets Return of the Witch King. Swarm of Bats is nice. And Candles of Corpses, which theoretically is really good, but Dread and Despair is really good. Okay. He allocates 1 eye, rolls 1 more, and I get 1 movement. 15 dice, 1 movement. Think just 1, maybe 2. Pretty sure. So I start with Red Arrow, because let's make that more of a problem for him. He makes units into elites in Orthanc. I put another Rohan elite in Edoras. He moves out, risking an Ents, but an Ents when I have 4 swords showing. Oof. Okay. Yeah, and he goes and takes Fold. Yep. I put a leader in Edoras and a regular in Dale. Yep. Okay. He puts another Mumakil in North Rune. Regular in Edoras and a regular in the Woodland Realm. Yep. Okay. Consolidate armies. Okay. I always find this a little funky. I just thought, me personally, when people move from North Rune to East Rune, I always kind of think, I guess if you're going to Iron Hills, that makes sense. Yeah, you just assume Edoras is going to need the reinforcements. It just feels funky to move east. I bet it feels funky for other people too. Anyway, I use my sword as there is another way. Boy, was that not necessary. Could have saved that for later, but the 1 corruption puts me back to 0 corruption. Then I draw a 1, so I'm at 1 corruption on step 2 of Mordor. So, yep. He attacks Edoras. Card and card. Swarm of Bats kills my sudden strike. Okay. He gets 2 hits. And I say he plays Swarm of Bats against the dead men. So the Swarm of Bats killed all the dead men. I roll back and get 2 hits back. So, okay, 2 for 2. We go again. Yeah. He meant to play a card and misclicked. Desperate Battle versus no card. He gets 3 hits. And I get 5 back. So, yep, poor him. I reallocate my injuries. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. What's he do? Puts an elite in Isengard. Okay, or Northanc rather. And then he tries Erebor. Okay. I don't have any good cards. And he does Candles Dread and Despair. Yep. So I roll effectively nothing. I think technically I can still roll 1 because of Gimli, or 2 because of Gimli, because he only forfeited 4. But rather than look it up or care, I just roll the 1 and get the 1 hit. So 0 hits to 1 hit. Yep. And he stops. Okay. Did he remember to draw? Ooh. Oh, right. No, Witch King. Ha! Spirit of Mordor, I get, which could actually happen in the north, which is fun. He gets his cards back. Where's my other card? Oh, is it there and back again that I drew? Yeah, that's could be funny. He gets Orc Patrol. Okay. And Orcs Multiplying again. That's the one he wishes he had started with. Okay. He allocates 1, rolls 1 more, and I finally get some movement, for crying out loud. I tease about that. I spend the will to move, and I get the 3. The game's turning around. I've been on Mordor. This is my 3rd round on Mordor. But he also has 4 points, 6 if you count Edoras, 7 if you count Edoras and Erebor. But boy, is he going to have trouble finishing out. Okay. Musters an elite in Isengard again, or an Orthanc. Same diff. I move again. Or a hide, rather. Okay. He musters again. I threaten that I have Ents. I put a regular in Edoras and a regular in Dale. He musters again. He's not joking around. I move. And I get the 0 reveal, which is, that's nice. That's nice. Makes up for the not moving. Armies move to Iron Hills and Fords. Army moves to Westamnet. Okay. And I attack Fold. My thought process is I have scouts, so if I can take Fold and he attacks me, I can scouts into Druiden, and make him come. I can come back from Gondor with some of these Gondorians, maybe even Pippin. Come back at him the other way. Because if I just sit here, he'll hit me, and his 12 hit points to my 6, with effectively infinite rerolls, is going to kill me. So no card. I kill him at no cost to myself. So, okay, cool. And he chooses to attack Erebor with his sword. Okay, cool. Card and card. Brave Stand. Yep. Versus Onslaught. How will this go? He gets 2 hits. I get 2 back. How is he gonna? He's gonna sack 4 for the onslaught. Yep, you've got the reinforcements right there. 2 more. Okay. That's what you should get on 50-50s. I threaten that I have Danes. He reinforces and takes Edoras, which at this point is also a side benefit that I didn't really particularly think about when I went to fold. Now he has 2 different armies. So if I attack, one of them, I can attack back into Edoras. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Anyway, he takes the points. We get dice. I get Ents again. Ents Rage, the +2, and Confusion, which is nice. The through in a day and a night might actually even matter. I could take Dol Guldur. He gets New Powers Rising. Would have liked to see that a while back and give it to us. Allocates 1 eye. Rolls 0 more. And I get all the movement I need. Use a will to move. Get the 1 reveal. Just take the 1. He Lidless Eyes. This was the wrong move. He puts 3 in. I think at this point he was pretty demoralized. You put in the red tile. The red tile theoretically lets you win, or at least holds me off a little bit. Maybe it doesn't even let you win, because then I wouldn't move. I would hide, and then I'd spend a ring to take the last move and win for sure. Anyway, so that's my win there. Catch-up time, poor catch-up time. Couldn't catch a break. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I draw an eye, which, is as good as it gets. Puts me in a 9 corruption. But, yep. So, keep this game in mind, and I'm going to cut quickly to our second game. All right. Quick reset. So, here's the second game. And again, stick with me, because I think there will be some interesting parallels that I hope you find interesting. So I draw Wisdom of Elrond and Mithril Coat. This time I am Free People's Player against Tom Bombadil, a first-timer to this channel, but certainly not a first-time to the Java community. He draws Breaking the Fellowship and Rage of the Dunland, so those are excellent cards. Mine, at least I have a playable card. And he allocates 1 eye, rolls 2 more, and I get a will and 3 musters. So anyone I want can be at war with Wisdom of Elrond. I am absolutely confident there are correct choices here. I do have to pick right now because of how many eyes he rolled, and he's barely going to get anyone to war, much less get Saruman to war, or Saruman in play. So, what I decide to do is first move, find out if I'm hit. It's a 0 reveal. Yep. I get there, and then immediately Breaking of the Fellowships. Ugh. Okay, sure. He draws a 1. I put out a Hobbit. Okay. And I put Rohan down. He puts Isengard to war. I put Rohan down. He moves armies. And I put Rohan to war with Wisdom of Elrond. So, Rohan to war, turn 1. No one else has moved. And he puts armies ready to go wherever he wants to go. Cool. Collect dice. I get Wizard Staff. That's fun to see while you still have Gandalf in the Fellowship. I get Through a Day and a Night. Worn with Sorrow and Toil. Oof. And Day Without Dawn. So he's got some really good utility cards. Allocate 1 eye. Roll no more. But you get your musters you were looking for. And I get 1 movement. It's the will. Okay. In retrospect, I say I should have had Strider as the leader. Yeah. Because Wizard Staff doesn't... Yeah, Gandalf just has to be in the Fellowship. He doesn't have to be leading the Fellowship. He plays Worn with Sorrow and Toil. Yuck. I put some Rohan regulars into play. He puts some Isengard regulars into play. Except he can't do all 3 because Saruman's not in play. So he moves armies instead. Okay. then put Saruman to war. I hide the Fellowship with the will. I think I probably should have hidden with a ring and moved, right? That's probably better. He puts Saruman to play. I get an elite in Helm's Deep. He brings out the Witch King. Yep. So that's the downside of a Nation to War turn 1 is they get Witch King quickly. I put Wizard Staff into play. Okay, that's why I didn't move twice as I was doing that. Okay. And since Gandalf's the lead, he can draw from putting his own staff into play. That's fun. We prove the Swifter. Maybe I can get somebody over to the north. Looks like they're going to need some help. He draws Give It to Us. Yep. Okay. Collect dice. He gets Nazgul Search. Oof. And Return of the Witch King. That one at least. It's Swarm of Bats. It's still good. I will go alone and Path of the Woses. Well, Rohan's at war, so that's nice. That's a fun one to have in hand. This time I choose Gandalf to lead. He rolls 3 eye. He puts 1 eye out and gets 2 more. I have just 1 movement. Okay. I spend the token to move the elves towards war. He puts some Isengard elites out. And then Rage of the Dunlendings to the south. So that's nice for me to see. I was worried he would just ignore Rohan and go somewhere else, the Shire or something. But that's a big army. Could be a problem. I put a Rohan elite in Helm's Deep because he might come really fast at me. And then he moves towards Gondor. Okay, so the elf muster was almost certainly useless. I move Gondor towards war. Osgiliath from Witch King. He Swarm of Bats in anticipation of his scouts, which I don't have. And he kills him. Okay, cool. Moves in, and then I, of course, muster in Minas Tirith. He puts Minas Tirith under siege. And I move. But he misses. Okay. And he takes... Yeah, he reinforces and then makes Lossarnach not going to be a problem. Okay. Collect dice. Hope I'm not going too fast. Like I said, trying to cover 2 games. Maybe that's a bit ambitious, but anyway, here we go. Ringwraiths are abroad and Stormcrow. I get File a little early. And Grimbjorn, so there's a scouts. I throw I Will Go Alone. Okay. He puts 1 eye, rolls 2 more, and I get just a will. So I actually spend an Elven Ring to move because I figure if I can kill Gandalf, which I did legitimately forget Wizard Staff. I apparently have this problem where if a card goes into the in-play area, I just forget it exists. And why didn't I play File first while Gandalf's in the lead? I have Palantirs I would want to get rid of. Phew. Not my best decision making. He hits and gets a 2, so I kill Gandalf with Warren and Sorrel Toil in play while holding File and Mithril Coat. Yep. And Wizard Staff will go away. We realize this in a minute. He moves Southron's to war. I put Gandalf into play, so at least that part of the plan worked. Poor plan that it was. Nazgul Search sits on top of me. Oh, man. So I choose to go the north way rather than tanking hits on Moria. I'm not sure that was a good play, but he's not going to the north right now. So maybe I get to, not be dogged by armies the whole time. That'd be kind of nice. And I put a elite in Dol Amroth. Okay. He attacks Pelargir. No card on my side, so he just toasts it. Yep. He draws a card from the Witch King. I hide using Strider. Yep. He's coming after Dol Amroth and puts it under siege before I can muster in it again. Oh, yuck. Okay. He draws or uses Shadows in the Misty Mountains to reinforce Moria. Yeah, so Lorien's probably in trouble now. Get our dice back. And then this is where we realize that Wizard Staff should go. And I let him draw Warren with Sauron Toil. I think that's just... I don't know. It's what I choose to do. If I forgot Worn with Sorin Toil, I'd like it. He gets File. Yep. Should have played that. Weird. He draws Azildors and Fighting Uruk-hai. I get House of the Stewards and Book of Mazarbul. I get rid of House of Stewards yet. Boromir's not going down there. Okay. He puts one eye, rolls no more. I get just one movement. And at this point, I've rolled one C, one character we're in what, round 5? Oh, man. He puts Southrons to war. I move with the will. At least he misses. Attacks Dol Amroth. I spend Book of Mazarbul. It looks like the dwarves aren't going to be specifically necessary, even though I'm going that direction. He spends a day without dawn. So that's really nice for me. I mean, I've been rolling wills really hot, but it's nice to make that not a thing I have to worry about. So he puts some guys into a Relentless to get 3 hits. I get 1 back. He draws and stops because he has to. But that's, I don't have a reinforcement card. So at this point I use We Prove the Swifter to put Legolas in Lorien. So the thought process is fairly evident, and apparently to my opponent as well, that I can muster the elves using Legolas with the Palantir, then with a muster, and then start reinforcing. He first attacks Dol Amroth. I spend through a day and a night as a confusion. Hopefully this can do something. It gets 1 hit, so yeah. Dol Amroth falls with a whimper. Or a splat or something. I move the elves to war with Legolas. He moves out. I move them fully to war. He attacks Lorien with just a 2-2-1 versus a 1-2-2 with a captain. And I think this is a field battle that's worth taking, especially because I have a sudden strike. I think that's fair, because if he hits me twice, I'm still going to get an elite in, and then it's a wash, but for a bunch of hits. I don't know, maybe that's not. I go for a field, and I play my sudden strike, but it misses, and he gets 4 hits. Okay. I get 2 back at least. And Legolas goes into siege, such as it is, and he just attacks with the 4 regulars and a great host, because why not just gone? Nice knowing you, Legolas. Okay. Reinforce Osgiliath. Yep. Move up towards East Rune. I put an elite in Woodland Realm, because at least the elves are at war now. And then the Ringwraiths are abroad. Yep. Okay. And he uses it as a double move. I am fairly confident I wouldn't have done that, but I think we can look at my plays this game and determine who is the better player in this game. All right, collect my dice. I get an Entmoot. Yeah, and Red Arrow. Didn't really need that. Phlox and Corsairs. Now Corsairs is just a Deadly Strife you didn't need to do anything else with, so that's okay. He puts 1 eye, gets no more. I get 2 wills, and at least I don't have to worry about Day Without Dawn. I do use a will to move anyway, and I'm safe, so that's nice. He hits Minas Tirith with a There Are Terrible. He rolls none. I get 1 back, so that's good. That's good. I prepare my lucky Java dice as he draws Shelob and spends Corsairs as a Deadly Strife. His Deadly Strife hits for 4, and mine hit for 3. So, yep. Not so lucky dice. No card. And then he just rolls 3 6s. Oh, yuck. 1 back. So Gondor is gone. despite being at war, this entire force pool is just not going to see play. Elven Elite into Woodland Realm. Yep, armies go to Druid Forest. It looks like a guy moved twice there, but he moved to Druid Forest. It's fine. I play Red Arrow because Gondor's active. They don't exist, but they're active. He comes in. Yep, this army that wasn't even needed for Lorien from Dol Guldur is coming down. We're going to be in Sad Town, folks. I get a regular in Edoras and a leader in Helm's Deep. I need the HP in Edoras and I need the dice, quote unquote, in Helm's Deep is my thought. He plays he draws hordes from the east. Yeah, why not? Sure. And then plays it. Yep. Iron Hills from East Rune. So and he kills the guy. Okay. I get a hit back. That's nice. He used an Elven Ring to move. So Erebor is going to go under siege. I draw a card. I get Guards of the Citadel a little late. And he attacks Erebor, puts me under siege before I can do any shenanigans. Yep. Okay, collect dice. I draw Horn of Gondor and Celeborn's a little late. He gets the ring is mine and the shadow is moving. Okay. The dwarves go to war because he attacked. Yep. At this point, I am hilariously behind on Cs. I haven't showed the statistics much, but at least there's a little bit of statistics for you. I am currently -8 on Cs, so that's fun. Up on wills, so, can I complain? Yes, I can. Watch me. I declare out from underneath his Nazgul. Okay. Allocates one eye, gets one more. I get some movement now, because that'll matter. I reinforce Dale because at this point, if he takes Erebor, which is, effectively assured in my head, then it's Edoras or Dale, and he has his points. So I actually move out from Helm's Deep. I'm not sure I can really do anything, and I need to make sure Helm's Deep doesn't fall too. I'm not sure this play warrants too much thought, but he attacks Fords, no card, and I scouts back to Helm's Deep. So it's at least a little bit defended. I put a elite in Helm's Deep, so it's fine. He attacks Westamnet. He gets he's cycling character cards. Okay. Is he just not have a strategy card that's good to play there? I wouldn't have. You've got all these Palantirs. I guess I would have. Okay. He plays more of a wound. Okay. As a Black Breath. Gonna kill my leader. Oh no. And then he just kills everyone anyway. So I get 2 hits back. That's nice. But, he draws Cruel Weather. Jeez. Okay. I attack Fold from Edoras. So I figure I have a charge, And if I hit really well, I can kill the Witch King. I figure this is my one chance at buying Rohan out of a very deep hole. But he Swarmabats it. So, boo. I roll 3 hits. He rolls 2 back. That sucks for me. He moves the Witch King and other Nazgul. He sits a Nazgul on top of me. I say, come back, you coward. He draws Denethor's Folly. Just play your reds, I guess. I guess you just really want to play cards for battle. Okay, he Olaghais in Erebor. I move. He misses. Really, you draw a shadow card or a strategy card here. I guess you get a Deadly Strife that you weren't going to use. Actually, you could hilariously play Return to Valinor and maybe kill my Woodland Realm guy. It'd be funny. Wouldn't be good. Wouldn't be nearly good as a Deadly Strife, but it'd be funny. I move again. Safe. That's nice. And he attacks Erebor. I daylight into Krula's death. Okay. 1 hit for him. 3 from me. So that's a good start. And he draws into on they went. So he's got three of the red tiles. Yep. Okay. He presses. No card, and he rolls 3 6s. I get 2 back. So, okay. He presses again. I predict an onslaught, but he just deadly strifes, and, well, yeah. Okay. I'm dead. I get 1 more back. So at least he's going nowhere. He has enough to hold at least a little bit. The man from the north can't go, so I could hit Erebor with 3 Elven Elites. I certainly think about it. I get Elven Cloaks and Kindred of Glorfindel. He gets half orcs. I declare out from underneath. What else do you get? Half orcs and Lidless Eye. Yeah. Not going to need that. He allocates 1 eye. Rolls no more. I get movement, but movement is not going to save me. I muster in Rohan and in Helm's Deep, or in Edoras and Helm's Deep. That probably wasn't the first play. I don't know. But now that there's a guy in Vale of Karnan, I can't leave with all 3 Elven Elites to take Erebor. I don't know. At this point, I'm a little despairing. Dread and despairing. Something. He moves the Witch King out. Okay. I draw a card and get an advantageous position, so that could be good. He draws Hill Trolls. I move. He misses. He reinforces. Yep, he just risks Ents, because why not? I move again. He hits. It's an eye. Gets me out from underneath the Nazgul at least. Now he plays Hill Trolls in West Emnet. And Gandalf goes to Edoras because that's the place where the last point's likely going to be fought for. So, and Merry, because he can, goes to Rivendell. I think the real winner of the game is Merry, who just took 1 step out, said peace, and headed back to Rivendell. So he attacks Gandalf, who shines. Advantageous position. Words of Power cancels out the shining, and he gets 2 hits to my 3. Okay. The problem is he can take that. No card into another advantageous position. 2 hits back to him. He comes in again with the We Come to Kill. Interesting. Surely you played that last round. He gets 2 hits to my 3. Post gets nothing else, so okay. He keeps pressing. No card. He gets 1 hit. I get none back. No card, and he wipes me out. So GG. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Tale of Two Cities, right? I call it that because it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. And I think that's true often of War of the Ring. You can kind of get some really good games and some really trash games. These games are effectively back-to-back for me. So I guess I'd just say to everyone out there who's having a bad game or even a bad round, keep your chin up. Next game, next dice roll, things can always turn around. And I encourage you to be a good sport, both as the winner and the loser, and keep enjoying games. That's it for me. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoyed these 2 games. Bye.